Welcome to Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball, presented by the Air National Guard. Thursday night in Dallas, game 2 of our Week 2 doubleheader. Alysha Gray, fresh off a 3-0 week. Just her first time as a captain. Now it's two-time captain Alysha Gray. Does she remain unleashed, or does Odyssey Sims have something to say about that? 9-time captain, 7 straight weeks, but the gold belongs to Gray, and Odyssey is now in the purple. We welcome you courtside here in Dallas at Fair Park Coliseum. Brendan Glasheen, Ari Chambers. We have Savannah Collins and Janae Sims joining us on the sidelines tonight. And these two players, Odyssey Sims and Alysha Gray, faced each other on Sunday. That's fresh on their minds. I'm sure Odyssey's looking for a little revenge.
Well, let's take it back to leash, unleashed. Okay, I like that wordplay because when Alysha gets in her bag, she is in her bag. But Odyssey has been a captain 7 weeks straight, so she knows how to draft. But on the adverse side, Alysha Gray knows how to put the team together. One thing about Odyssey Sims, though, if she knows it works, it works. And she and Kirsten Bell make a great combination. She's been determined to keep them together, and is absolutely for good reason. Facilitator Simone Augustus said, "It's known knowledge that these two make a great combo." Odyssey finds the ball in her hand a lot and uses it to create opportunities for her team. And as far as drafting KB every time, Odyssey likes a shooting big that she can have her driving lane open. And KB said it best, if they connect like a Bluetooth. But on the other end, Alysha Gray might not be the captain of many words, but she leads by example. She gets it done on both ends of the court and in a major way. They called her gold medal leash, but after week 1, I don't know, Brendan, I think she's looking like potential AU medal leash. The most not conventionally talkative captain, but you know, she likes to get her teammates involved, and her facilitator said that what she does is she loves to lead by example.
Number 1 on the leaderboard through week 1. Can she follow it up here in week 2? Odyssey got something to say. Tip lineups coming up next. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by the Air National Guard. Odyssey Sims in the purple jersey for the first time in a long time. The 4th leading leaderboard player after week 1. Here are your starting lineups. The irony is Odyssey Sims and Kirsten Bell is already mapped out. They connect like Bluetooth. The other 3 starters, they might as well as 2. Isaiah Cook, Kelsey Mitchell, Letitia Ami here were all teammates last week. And in the starting 5, Alysha Gray as well as Emily Engstler, teammates back together. And the same can be said for Ray Burrell and Kalani Brown, who were teammates with Odyssey Sims in the gold jersey last week. So the crossover is intriguing. But 2 captains are the story coming in, and they faced each other in the final game on Sunday.
We saw a lot of hugs before this game, but best believe it's going to be a competitive game. These are 2 captains that led 2 teams that were very dominant last week, and it's just a matter of leading by example, and I cannot wait to see this matchup.
RJ Johnson, Kristen Esparza, and Jarrett Robinson are officials for our 2nd game of the night. Thanks for joining us on the WNBA app and Bally Sports. Alysha Gray, number 1 on the leaderboard through the first week, number 1 in scoring at about 29 a game. On the dribble handoff, finds Brown, who leapt on the leaderboard on Sunday. Brown averaging 13 and 6. Easy baskets, and we saw that was the start for Team Mitchell earlier tonight. Points in the paint.
You know, I was talking to Kalani Brown's facilitator, Breon January, and Breon said confidently Kalani Brown could very easily well be the best post in Athletes Unlimited. And she said that they really focused on showcasing Kalani Brown's talents.
A reminder, week 2, 4 captains, only 2 new ones in Natasha Cloud this week, and Tiffany Mitchell featured in our last game. These are 2 returning captains. These teams will play each other once over 4 days, an off day tomorrow, and then a back-to-back Saturday and Sunday. Gray, pull up Jay, carries over from Sunday.
Strange seeing Odyssey in that purple jersey. We're adjusting.
And the fact that Kelsey Mitchell is her teammate, catch and shoot off the heel. Just a note on Kelsey Mitchell, she has Olympic duties coming up the rest of the weekend, so this is her only game of week 2. Picked 32nd overall. Flip and score, Engstler. 6-0 run to start the game.
We anticipated that. We knew that Alicia was going to make sure that her teammates just get involved, active from tip on. That's just the type of energy she plays with, and she leads by example.
Let's welcome in Athletes Unlimited digital reporter and draft expert, draft guru, Savannah Collins. Welcome, Savannah. We talked to you in game 1. What do you make of this chess match between Team Gray and Team Sims, just generally speaking of how these 2 teams were built?
Definitely. I think if there's one thing this game is going to come down to because of the draft picks, it's going to be pace. They couldn't have been drafted any more differently. You see Alicia Gray go out and establish those bigs that you all have talked about coming into this game, particularly Kalani Brown, and then you have Odyssey Sims, who's going to put together a group who can run and gun, who's going to play open and free. So we are going to see 2 totally different styles of captains and gameplay go up against one another in this second game of the night.
Now, you know, we have been talking about how great of a GM Alicia has been, and she said that she wanted to pair her game with a big. Do you think she picked the right one?
Absolutely. You know, that is no secret about Leash. It's what she loves to do on the Atlanta Dream. It's what made her super lethal last season with Naz Homan. And tonight, that's going to be Kalani Brown. I think you're going to see some action like that from Emily Engstler, too. And she just said, you know, I love to run the pick and roll. That is no secret. And she's someone who really wants to be able to reward her bigs, to be able to run the style offense that she likes. And I'm interested to see her be with a new set instead of like last week, her being in a lot of guard play who pushed the pace together. Now slowing things down, running more half-court sets with a big like Kalani. But I think their connection, especially in that first play of the game, is a preview of what we're going to see all night.
We have Savannah Collins joining us, and there's something to be said, right? When you consider Odyssey Sims has repped that gold jersey so consistently, understanding how to nail the back-to-back picks and that dynamic, right? Like Ray Burrell, Emily Engstler.
Absolutely.
5 and 4, and then you have Hearn and Brown 12-13. You got to factor that in when you make those selections.
It's a tough spot to be in on those ends. Now with Odyssey, she had something working for her this week in having the first pick, and I'm taking you all a little bit into the moments in the draft. So Odyssey being in purple, she gets the first overall pick. It was no secret. Everybody knew she was drafting KB. But Tosh Cloud to her said, hey, if I'd had the pick before you, I would have picked KB just to split you 2 up, which is a more defensive strategy in the draft room that we typically see. And then she has to wait a really long time for the draft to snake back to her and then make those double picks. So she had to come in strategic of, if I'm starting this draft off with KB, who am I going to next? And being able to lock down Zia Cook and being able to lock down LA was huge for her when she gets those double picks. You have to know how to use it because it's a long wait until the draft snakes back to you.
Now, we said that, KB said that her and Odyssey connect like Bluetooth, but there are other chemistry, and it's so good, right? There are other chemistry pieces within both teams. As far as AU goes with drafting-wise, what's the key in drafting and how to maintain chemistry or establish chemistry when you're picking your picks?
You know what? I'm going to take something that Simone Augustus told me before this game. She's a second-year facilitator. This is her second week with Odyssey Sims. She's been a part of really successful teams in the past 2 seasons of AU. And she said it comes down to chemistry and comfortability. Can you put those 2 pieces together as you put a team together in the draft room? And then you take that and you test it in a game settings. she goes, this is how you can kind of tell if a draft and a team works, is when things fall apart, because they're going to. Do you have someone on the team who can step up and lead and turn it around? And we know how important that is at AU because of the quarter wins, because of the game win points, that you have to have momentum stoppers on these teams. So I got to go with Simone. You know, if there's anybody's advice I'm taking on what it takes to be successful in the draft room and translate it to this court, it's those couple things.
Savannah, great stuff as always. And yeah, you consider too, Simone Augustus has been with Odyssey Sims going back to last year, 2 straight weeks to open this season. You have a prediction? We had you on the last game, but you have a prediction of how this might shake out this second week?
Man, I think we've got a balanced couple groups. I think when, and as I'm kind of watching Odyssey barrel down the floor right now, it's going to come down to being able to control the pace of these games. We saw that with Team Mitchell right before this. This is kind of bouncing back and forth right now. But I really think it's going to be who can control the momentum and who can control these quarters.
Savannah Collins, find her work at auprosports.com and also on all the socials, AU Pro Sports. 10-9, Team Gray leads Team Sims. Week 2, opening night. Back and forth we go, just underway game 2 of our Thursday night doubleheader. Team Gray leads Team Sims 10-9. Brendan Glasheen, Ari Chambers. Let's welcome in the third member of our team, Janae Sims. Hi, Janae.
How's it going, guys? So I just talked to LA, or her real name, Letitia Ami here, and she is really, really wanting to get involved more in the AU scheme. So with Odyssey, she really said that she wants to be more aggressive and really look for her teammates more and be able to get the teammates the ball, get her teammates the ball when they need it, and look for her own shots.
Good stuff, Janae, thanks. And it's kind of tough to feast on this team when you have Kelsey Mitchell in the starting 5 who hunts for her shot, Kirsten Bell, Ari, but you have 8 players on Team Sims of their total of 10 with WNBA experience.
Yep, and you know, LA is one of them. Leticia Amir is one of them. And you saw how she really tried to get in the paint and call for the ball. She's ready for it. She wants to thrive, and just like Janae said, she wants to become more of her own in this league.
Amir here in week 1 averaged about 11 points a game, 5 boards, blocked a couple shots. As we welcome in one of our new chair chats for game number 2 of the night. Softball champion in season 2 of Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball, Alicia Ocasio.
Hey.
How you doing? Great to have you here.
How you doing?
I see you, girl, with the little
Hey,
jig. It's so
I see
great
you. What
seeing
are
you,
you?
boo.
You good? You good?
Look at you stepping into the basketball side.
Hey man, I'm doing.
But you know, Miss
just
Softball
supporting.
champion here.
This would be a rain out today anyway for softball.
No,
right?
they
So good
probably
to have
still
you.
play. You know they're crazy like
You
that.
know what? I was just telling because I brought my grandma here tonight. She lives in Dallas. I was just telling her like we were still playing this. If there's no thunder, we good.
Oh, wow.
There's such
I stand
grittiness
corrected.
about that, about softball players. But you know what? You know how to not only play, but be a champion at it. You are a champion, an AU champion in softball. And just what does it take to get to the top of that leaderboard and stay there so that you can secure that medal?
I think it takes adaptability. You know, you change, teams every week, but being able to adapt to the team that you have and be able to draft well. I mean, it's not easy, but you don't have to, be a captain to win. Obviously, you know that, but being able to just, put all that you can out on the court or the field, whatever it may be in AU pro sports. But I think adaptability is the key to winning this game.
How about off the floor, off the field? And this translates, but how to best execute managing personalities and egos?
Oh man, like it's hard. You got personalities, you got people that want to, say their piece, and that's great because I love it. That's what makes the game so great is all these different personalities. But at the end of the day, like, what do you bring to the field? What can you do to help us win? I think at the end of the day, we don't have to be friends off the softball field or off the court, but on the softball field, on the court, we got to figure out how to make it work. So I don't care what your personality is, but make it work when we get on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you've been able to make that work since day one. You've been a part of Athletes Unlimited since Sport 1, day 1, and it's great to see it grow. What can you say about the growth of Athletes Unlimited and its longevity now in the pro sports leagues in the United States?
Well, I got a lot to say because we really didn't have any softball when Athletes Unlimited, came to fruition in 2020. We didn't have any softball. It had kind of taken its toll, but I give a lot of my heart and soul to Athletes Unlimited, and I thank Athletes Unlimited because I had a platform to play on during the pandemic and so forth. So it has grown tremendously. I'm excited to see where it goes. We've opened up more doors with AUX playing another season outside of this Athletes Unlimited's 5-week season. So I'm excited for y'all to see that. We play in Wichita this year at Wichita State. So tune in. Make sure you guys are watching this summer on ESPN. We'll be locked in.
I know that you've only watched one game so far, but do you have any predictions on the basketball side of, who's going to be on the top of the leaderboard, or has anybody impressed you in particular?
It's really good basketball. You got a lot of good talent, both in the WNBA, in the overseas and domestically. But I don't know. We're gonna find out. I hope Taj Cole will do her thing this year and ball out. So we're gonna find out soon, right? It's a shorter season. It's not 5 weeks. It's 4 weeks instead of 5. So I guess we'll find out soon.
Look, Leash, what is Granny saying over there on the
Granny,
sideline?
I don't know. Look at her. She just. She's so funny. She brought her quilts today so she could just give me one. So, you see that bag over there?
I see that big bag.
Yeah.
Her matching set is very cute.
You want one?
I do.
Okay, period. I got her. She gonna make you one.
Decked out.
So
Yeah.
I just put this together. We have the leash of softball in AU, and then we have the leash of basketball and Alicia Gray on the court.
Absolutely.
You can call me that, but I go by Lily.
Okay,
Oh,
Lily.
okay.
Don't call me no Leash.
Okay. Look, she said,
Yeah.
I am Lily.
I'm Lily. Lily, if you want to be, freaky with it. But,
Please.
but
Noted.
yeah. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me out here.
Alicia Ocasio, softball champion in 2022. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Lily. Did I get that right?
Yeah,
You did.
But look,
Okay.
if you know her, you know that arm. works. She is such a strong softball player. She's one of the reasons why I stay paying attention to softball. So shout out to her for really transcending fields and courts and just getting us all locked in, because whenever we want to consume great women's sports, we see great women's sports on display here at Athletes Unlimited, and she's a big reason why people pay attention to the game.
Quarter win on the line here in the first, and Team Sims holds on in a low-scoring opening quarter. It was a tremendous start for Team Gray. They started the game on a 6-0 run, 60 points to each member of Team Sims. Second quarter coming up next. Welcome back to Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. Team Sims with a 2-point lead at the end of one, 60 points to each player in the purple jersey for the quarter victory. Let's go into the game now with the Air National Guard, Kirsten Bell, with a team-high 9 points in the first.
We winning. That's all you need to write down right there. I ain't got nothing to say, but we winning. That's all I got to say. How about we both just stand there? We just let them go ahead. Okay. Yeah. Hey, yo.
Well, Ari, did you have enough room in your notebook to write "we winning"?
You know, I did. That's the first thing. That, along with the Bluetooth, but KB got to shape up and slick down, and she's not coming to play today, okay? She said what she said. She said this is a revenge game, okay?
It's true. Kirsten Bell, Odyssey Sims were teammates on Sunday when Team Gray, joined by Tiffany Mitchell, Natasha Cloud, capped off the perfect weekend. There are the numbers for Bell. Entered the weekend 9th on the leaderboard. Just above 1,200 total points now, was 12th in stat points through the first 3 games of the weekend. And now up to 7 quarter wins. And by the way, Rebecca Harris is now the AU leader this season for quarter wins with 9 because of her success tonight.
That makes me so happy. Rebecca Harris is one of those ones that she loves the game, she loves the people that she plays with, and she understands the role that she's going to play with Athletes Unlimited. Be ready when her name is called. But she's been a pro since 2008, and she just talked to me about how far she thinks the game has come, and it really has. You see people really being into women's basketball and just locked in leagues like Athletes Unlimited existing so that they can showcase and step up when their name is called. And she likes taking leadership under the younger ones and really allowing them to grow, and she can be that vet that they need for perspective, for guidance, for the longevity in the game. And so she's quiet to us, but not quiet within her team.
She authored her own book, How Bad Do You Want It? Works as a motivational speaker. Long time overseas, about a decade there, and also some time in the Global Women's Basketball Association. As Gray heads to the line, Alicia Gray already in double figures with 10 points.
This game is going by so fast, Brendan, and this is exactly what we expected from Alicia Gray.
The irony is we had a lot of free throws in the first game, but in this game, less fouling, but up and down we go. Just very solid thefts and block shots as we welcome in our star in the stands for game number 2 of the night. Dory Harrison sits down with us. I will let you take it away, Ari, since the chemistry is at an all-time high.
You know that's my girl. And
Hey
you know
guys.
she has gems for us. Dory, hit us with a gem real quick. Give me a motivational talk right now as we're watching the game.
You know what? It's always the next step. You got to move on quick. You got to have a short memory, and you got to get the next one.
That's good. See, like, when you say something deep like that, though, I got to pause and, like, give it some more thought. You know what I mean?
But it's kind of like Athletes Unlimited with, you know, next possession up, next chance to get points, next everything, right?
Every moment counts.
Ooh,
Dory, how was it today watching your sister get back out there?
It was actually.
I mean, I know she's not your teammate, but
I know.
She's like,
you have some sympathy,
that's my
right?
nemesis at this point.
You know, it was great. I've loved seeing her just fight back from every challenge, every injury, and she prevailed. She had good minutes. She looked strong, and we guarded each other for a little bit. Had a little exchange, so that was nice. But overall, I'm just glad Team Mitchell, Team Orange got the win. We love to see it. We fought hard, and we're going to get another one on Saturday.
You know, I think Tiffany Mitchell understates herself as a leader. What have you learned from her this week, and how would you describe y'all's team dynamic?
Tiffany Mitchell is someone who leads by example. She doesn't do a lot of talking. She just goes out there and she leads with her body language and her energy, and we just follow that. We feed off of her, and everyone is just, they play their role, they do their part, and we came out with a win on the other end.
Why don't you assess this current matchup here between Team Sims and Team Gray? We saw these two captains on Sunday go toe-to-toe. Alicia's ascension in this league. Odyssey's been doing it in this league for a while now, and you witnessed it. You were on the purple team last week, and now you're watching the purple squad now. What do you make of some of these pieces?
My eyes are glued to this game. I keep looking over here because it's going on in the background. This is a great matchup. You know, Alicia being number 1 on the board and Odyssey being a captain 9 times. I mean, the veterans that I'm watching play right now, it's really great.
All right, Dory, thanks so much for the time. And I know you took care of Ari last week on the makeup side. I mean, the other broadcaster here could use it at some
Thank
point.
you,
No, I'm
guys.
just kidding. Dory Harrison, thank you very much. We'll be right back to Dallas.
for last. Shout out to the GOAT. Let's go, GOAT. Let's go, baby. Hey, anytime we get baseline, look 45. Anytime we got baseline, look 45. You got me, Ann? You drive? 45. Opposite. Opposite is always open. Yeah.
Air Hearn demonstrates one of the best stories and why Athletes Unlimited exists, her 3rd year. And that was a treat to hear her and go through the high five line. 972 leaderboard points, enters top 20. But to keep in mind, with just one game win last week, was 7th in stat points and can get it done and fill it up.
She can get it done by running the floor. She's such a quick guard, and she has great scoring ability. So just being on the lookout for Air Hearn, we again should probably be paying a little bit more attention to her. She gets the people going.
Playing for Team Gray this week, Alicia back to the line. She has 12 of her team's 18 points.
Of course she does. Alicia Gray just loving to get herself involved physically in the game. Yes, she might not be the most vocal person, but again, leading by example.
When we talked to Savannah Collins on this broadcast and even pregame, I was fascinated by, in her first draft as a captain, she took 2 point guards, right? She took Tiffany Mitchell, who has played point guard, interchangeable as we witnessed in the first game. Natasha Cloud, interchangeable as well, but have had point guard history. In this case, Hearn's a scorer. Engsler can go get hers. Burrell is more of a 3-and-D defender. Alicia has kind of had the authority to run the show.
Yeah, and I think that she's really stepping into the role where she likes to take control. She might not have had the confidence week 1 of doing it, but just being able to control the tempo and really look for what she wants on the court out of her team.
Well, without a doubt, surrounded herself by winners in week 1. A perfect 3-0. Sims the other way. Could not spin it up and in. It's a 5-on-3 break. Gray fires. Offensive rebound, Engsler.
But more about surrounding herself by those that she's familiar with. She played basketball with Tiffany Mitchell at South Carolina, or she followed in her footsteps at South Carolina, rather. And she knows Natasha Cloud's game. She's played against her a lot in the pros.
And she is reunited with her Atlanta Dream teammate, Haley Jones, 22-year-old who played at Stanford, and Alicia in her 2nd year with Atlanta, coming up, 8th season overall, started in Dallas. We just got to look at the leaderboard. Gray, despite the fact Cloud and Mitchell passed her due to last game, she was only 300 points off from passing them. So just needs a subpar night at best to get back in front. Odyssey Sims attempting to catch her. Inbound stolen. Mitchell connects from 3. First one of the night for Kelsey Mitchell, who drained 6 on Sunday.
Kelsey said, I'm not just about offense. I can give you hit you with a little decent defense, a little disruption right there, and you just can't get lackadaisical in taking care of the ball before you cross the court like that.
She is so kind, Kelsey. I joked and said, since you're only here tonight, you got to drop 40, right? She said, it's my night. I need one of my nights to come here. I'm due.
Talking to her when she won her first game, which is the last day of last week, she was like, something got to go right at some point. And you know, that's what Kelsey does, though. Even though it didn't get knocked down, she's okay with a transition 3 because she can make it.
It was 2 for her first 13 from deep, and then a huge response on Sunday to get her team their first and only win of the weekend. Was a captain for the 3rd time. And as we said, has the Olympics commitment. That's why she was drafted at the bottom of week 2's draft, 32nd overall, and she's only available this one game. But some offensive firepower. Engsler strides ahead and lays it home. Those long strides of Engsler did not get awarded for a 3-point play opportunity. First field goal for Engsler.
But she absolutely decides to dedicate herself to both ends of the floor. Emily Engsler plays with such passion. You can tell she loves the game. She likes to be all over everything.
Oh, moving and grooving here. Haley Jones. Everything but the finish. Second chance opportunity. Gray, Sly in the lane. Floater. Got it to go.
Every part of the game, Alicia Gray really impacts.
As a free Unlimited Club member, you can join us for the weekly drafts, chat with your fellow fans on the community board, and more. Sign up now at auprosports.com. Odyssey Sims, first 3 of the night.
That'll get her going. Odyssey just needs one. Odyssey just needs one, and then she just keeps going. That's one person who likes to build off momentum and just anticipate more dropping for her.
Alicia Gray does not allow any other player, the other 39 featured this weekend, to have a moment to own the spotlight. She just wants it right back, rightfully so.
Absolutely.
2 captains squaring off here.
And you see this, you see where Odyssey said, I'm going to get my shot off tonight. I'm going to make the shot that I know how. And then Alicia answering right there, just answering. She said, no, we're still captain on captain. It's still top of the board versus top of the board, honey.
Alicia Gray has 19 of her team's 27 in the first half. Has had first half performances like this already, and we're only in week 2. Jones feeds Brown. The footwork in the post.
And that's what Breon January is talking about. Kalani Brown, she said, is the best post player in Athletes Unlimited right now. She wants to be able to showcase her talents in the best way possible.
Odyssey Sims slippery, blew by Hearn, and Odyssey Sims is noticing, hey, they're gonna call the whistle and blow the whistle to get Gray to the line. Why don't I keep doing the same thing?
Kalani said, I've been working on my post moves. I'm gonna constantly get better. You see the footwork going. She's gonna find that basket. She's gonna finish.
Kalani Brown last year did not play. In 2022 finished 5th on the leaderboard. They're going to call that foul, by the way, on Brown. She had to bail out Hearn, chasing her down on defense. Sims now 4 for 4 at the line, up to 11 points.
I anticipate her going to the line a lot. Odyssey is one that likes to drive in. She doesn't care about a contact situation. She will draw that contact. She will get the points that she needs.
Let's welcome in a chair chat conversation with Team Sims Kirsten Bell. Is the Bluetooth working? Is the connection there?
I mean, look, if she want to be on the court right now, look at her.
I do. I need to get back in, man.
Kirsten, what do you make of your team right now, up by 3?
We got to continue to play defense. We got to rotate. We got to make good shots, make good decisions. You see, I chucked up a shot, shouldn't have took it. But next play, we play really fast. We're just trying to get up and down. We up 3 in the, we up 1 in a quarter. So we're trying to get this one.
What were y'all talking about strategy-wise going into this game, knowing that Team Gray can be a very big factor for you?
Really just run. We know that we're a little bit small, so we know that we want to run fast. That's what O likes to do. And get shots, open shots, and really just play defense, solid defense. They got good players on their team, so we got to try to stop Alicia. I thought we had a conversation about both chilling out, but she already got 20 in the half. Like, relax.
Relax is what she said.
But you would agree you formed a tandem and a trust with Odyssey Sims. Explain to the audience how that has come to fruition.
Last year, we were just on the same team all 4 weeks, and I think we just built our connection. I know what she likes to do. She knows what I like to do, and I think that's why we connect very well. And I think that's why a lot of people hate our duo.
I don't know if we had, like, I guess the people playing against you hate it, right?
Yeah, I'm saying the people that playing against us. I'm not talking about you guys.
That thing nice. That thing nice. But as you got your, are you about to go off? No. You have your fresh shape up, and the slick down is working really well for you. And before the game, you were really confident talking about stuff. We winning, okay? What makes you so confident in this team?
I mean, look who we got. We got Ted, we got O, we got Kels. We got a good bench. LA, Zaya. We got a good squad, and so I think we just play hard, take the open shots. See, this is what I'm talking about. All right, I'm glad she missed it. But yeah, we got to just do what's best, play the right way, and we just, like we doing right now. Oh, run, and one!
I'm assuming that's the right way.
That's the right way right there,
that's
baby.
The right
Attack
way.
and lay that thing up. Hey, get back! Hey, travel! Travel, yes, sir! See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Yes, girl. It was tight sucking y'all. I'm about to go try to get back in the game.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you had 9 in the first quarter, for crying out loud.
I'm trying.
All right, Kirsten Bell, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Can't keep KB down, huh?
That was intense.
Oh, jeez.
And it's true, they have got something going on. She referenced last year teammates in 5 of the last 6 weeks. And she must be proud of Odyssey. 14 points in the quarter. Set up the 3 for Cook. And it's out of bounds. So just to catch people up, Team Sims won the first quarter by 2, 17-15. And Team Gray holds a 1-point lead in this quarter, 18-17.
Yeah, it's neck and neck. It's neck and neck, exactly how we thought. But Odyssey, let's just talk a little bit more about her, because I love her style of play when it comes to Athletes Unlimited and knowing that she can stay at the top of the leaderboard, because she thrives off of one-on-one matchups, and she can take control, see the floor just like a point guard should, but she getting her teammates involved, see, running the floor. But anyway, she thrives on a one-on-one type of matchup, and then when she's not doing that, when she has the ball in her hand, she has the opportunity to get her teammates involved.
It was a great call out by Janae earlier, talking with LA, Letitia Ami here, and she has shined in this first half. 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 8 boards. Active on the glass, and you will be rewarded.
And you'll see her realizing her length and realizing just her capabilities in playing her role on this team.
1 point lead in the quarter for Team Gray. Offensive foul. We're going the other way. An illegal screen set by Haley Jones.
And you see, yep, she moved right there. That was a lot of contact and moving.
Been a physical game, but not as many fouls called. We know the two captains are getting to the stripe. They're common customers. Gray's 5 for 5. Sims is 5 for 5. Other than that, they're letting them play.
They're embracing the physicality and grittiness that we knew that would be from these two teams.
Team Gray leading the quarter. Sims finds a me here, but swatted and denied by Kalani Brown.
I like the position that Letitia tried to be in, but there's an even bigger Kalani Brown right in the paint waiting for her that could just disrupt her vision to the basket.
That was stellar transition defense, but in the half court, Brown's up to 10 points in the first half. Count it, plus the foul. We have 10 lead changes already in this game.
Is there anything better than a Sims-Gray matchup? I don't think so, but you see Kalani finding it and saying, nope, I'm a big body under here, and nobody's going to stop me from getting in the paint, getting that shot exactly where I want it, right down by the basket.
Brown is coming off a career season in the W with the Dallas Wings, averaged 8 points a game, 5 boards, shot 63% from the floor. She is 5 of 6 at the line tonight. AU Pro Sports Shop is excited to announce that we now have select Nike player replica jerseys available for purchase. Check them out at shop.auprosports.com. You can also get the latest temperature of the leaderboard, updating in real time. Sims, second time's a charm.
Brennan,
16 for Odyssey.
Y'all better go up and get you one of these, period. Flex on them.
It's tough to figure out. There have been a lot of individual standouts, and it might be hard to identify your favorite player.
Get them all. All your faves available.
When you just yelled that, I thought Kirsten put the mic back on.
Hilarious. Not me having the same energy as my peers. It's fine.
That's a compliment.
I know. Just put us all together. Just ridiculous, but
Hearn. Put the head down and finished.
The focusedness of her and just knowing that I have the capability, you know. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna play my game.
That is a key basket to put Team Gray up 2 possessions in the quarter. 25-21, trying to even the quarter battle. Hezzy by Sims, got by Brown, former teammates in Dallas with the Wings, and Odyssey is heading back to the stripe.
I want to say that that's a part of her game, because it is. She loves to drive and take that contact, but she also can shoot, so she's just such a threat because of her physicality and the fact that she can just score from anywhere on the floor, really.
Again, reminder, players awarded 60 individual leaderboard points with a quarter win. That number increased from 50 to 60. That was one of the changes to the scoring system from year 2, and win points went up 30 from 150 to 180. And that creates more of a balance to stat points and win points, because there is value in winning. You want to make winning plays, winning habits.
Absolutely. Winning habits, I like that.
40-40. And Team Sims is within 2 for the quarter. That's why they have this pressure poked away. A 3 would give them the quarter win. Carson to Cook with 6. Sims up fake, but stepped on the sideline out of bounds. Oh, Odyssey wishes she had that
You
back.
see the frustration. You see the frustration. But you know what? One thing about Odyssey, I know she can shake that off and get the possession back. I mean, well, 4 seconds, I know she can. But, you know, it's going to be in the next play mentality.
And the first half concludes with an even score of 40-40. The quarter win goes to Team Gray. So 1 quarter win apiece at recess. Janae Sims is coming up for our halftime coverage from Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, AU Pro Basketball.
Welcome back to Dallas, Texas, and Fair Park Coliseum, the home of the 2024 Athletes Unlimited season. We are tied at the half in a battle between Team Gray and Team Sims. Now, speaking of Odyssey Sims, she wears many hats, but the most important might be that mom hat. Take a look.
Jaden, I love my child, of course. I love being a parent. He'll be 4 in April, but as he continues to grow and as I continue to grow as a person and as his mom, I can just see the growth from year to year, like month to month.
You can't catch Odyssey. Odyssey Sims, reminding everybody she is the returning points leader.
When I go to the gym, he can come with me. He's gonna play on the other side, act like I'm not there, and I love that. It gets hard. Kids do wear you out, of course, from time to time, but there's nothing I wouldn't trade for it. I didn't know how much I needed him until he got here. So I'm just thankful that I have such a beautiful and loving child. He just motivates me to be better every day, every day, every day. So I just love being a mom. That's my biggest motivation.
Odyssey Sims being an amazing mom, honestly ties into her basketball play. She's a leader on the court. She makes sure everybody eats, and she always knows what to do and say. It also speaks to the environment here at AU. It is one big family. Coming up, we take an inside look at the basketball being used at AU Hoops. Odyssey Sims seems to like it. Welcome back to Dallas, Texas and Fair Park Coliseum, the home of the 2024 Athletes Unlimited season. Tonight, we are celebrating International Women's Day here at AU, and it's great to see a league with all these amazing women, these top WNBA players, these top professionals prioritizing this league, and the league prioritizing them back. Speaking of, let's take a look at the brand new signature AU ball.
The ball is very unique. It has a unique feel. I mean, it's been in favor of me because week one I was knocking down all kind of threes. So, I mean, it's a cool ball, something I never played with before, but you know, it's very interesting, but pretty cool.
The WNBA has its own ball, the NBA has its own ball, and now AU joins them with their own signature ball that's made specifically for women. How dope is that? But coming up, Brendan and Ari break down the first half of this amazing battle between Team Gray and Team Sims. Stay tuned.
Stay ready, y'all. Bring the energy when we in there. Do what we do. Get downhill. Just play like we home, you know?
I didn't know you knew chess before this. Yeah. I saw your little segment. It was so cute. Is that a bug? Is that a bug? Get it off. Come on, you bringing your little friends to the court. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Megan, hi. Can I give you my earrings? Thank you. Appreciate it. There we go, Blue. Step up. Yeah! See? I like that.
Come on. Yeah.
I'm okay. Don't sit me down, then I won't be okay. I'm backstream you.
Watch.
Switch. Hit it, Emily! Hit it! Let's go! Here we go, White!
Oh, my God.
The best of week 1 sounds here at Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas. 2 quarter wins, 1 quarter win for each team. Team Gray, Team Sims, even at 40 at the half. Second half coming up. Brendan Glasheen and Ari Chambers with you. And, well, the 2 captains, they are balling. Alicia Gray with 20-plus points in 7 straight games, and Odyssey Sims has 18. They were all in the second quarter.
And when are they not balling? One thing about Odyssey, though, she might have had a off first quarter, but she does not let that get her down. She's always the next play mentality. I'm going to continue to show up for my team because that's what a leader does. And Alicia Gray can just know how to find her shot no matter what. She has a nasty step back that I'm sure we're going to see right here, but she is just so crafty in the way she moves the ball and finds exactly where she wants to be. You see her rebounding, getting that second chance right there, and then here goes that step back that I'm talking about. She gets the space that she needs every single time. So Alicia running the floor is something that we just know about her. And adversely, like, it's going to be a very, very great mix up with Odyssey Sims. These are 2 competitive people. Odyssey never lets the ball get away from her. She just knows exactly what she wants out of a game, manages her time and her spacing on the court, manages what she wants out of herself and the team. So I'm really, really proud of how she's playing. And, you know, I talked to her last week about how are you able to do so much and being so, like, tenured in the game. She says, I take care of my body, honey. I take care of it. I'm making sure I'm healthy so that I can throw myself out in full effort for every possession.
31-year-old in her 3rd year, yes, plays that bully ball style, 7 of 7 at the line, and Alicia Gray 5 of 5 at the stripe. How about the rebounding edge? Team Gray +8, Kalani Brown with 3 boards, active around the glass. Emily Engstler a quiet 8 rebounds to go along with her 4 points. Neither team really shooting the ball all that well. Identical after 1. This is going to come down to the fast break points jump out for Team Sims, those easy baskets, but it feels like this is going to come down to who makes the most stops.
I hate how Emily Engstler has her quiet moments because she really needs to be loud about, like, her talent is loud. It's so loud, and I want us to, you know, really, really be focused on Emily Engstler and how she continues to climb up this leaderboard and show out for AU.
Alicia Gray and Odyssey Sims, the game's leading scorers. And the 2 captains who had to change jerseys after their first week. Alicia goes from orange to gold, which is the top spot on the leaderboard from the previous week. And Odyssey had that for 5 straight weeks. That ended. However, her captain streak continues at 7 in a row, her 9th overall. And they are putting on shows. And I think that just demonstrates with this build to this professional league, and whether it is softball, volleyball, lacrosse, or basketball, those winning ingredients, the habits, that formula, it carries with you if you carry it as long as they have. And Odyssey's proved that. Alicia's right on her way.
Winning is a habit, Brendan. Come on. Get like me. Stunning is a habit, but, you know, winning is a habit as well. We see it in the tendencies. Odyssey's fueled up. Look at her. Already.
It's a full court press to open up the 3rd.
Picking it up. She said, we're not going to let anything be easy. We're going to start off with a full court press. We don't care.
They fall back. Kirsten Bell is back out there. A treat to chat with her in the chair chat. Odyssey's first pick, Zaya Cook, Kelsey Mitchell, and Ami here all wore purple last week. They joined the 5. Hearn, drip from 3.
That was great utilization of the screen. She called for exactly what she wanted, air. That's the shot that she wants every time.
Hurd got to feel good. 4 of her first 15 from deep in the 3 games in opening weekend.
And you know, she's been really working on it pregame. Whenever everybody else is in the locker room, she is out here shooting and just really perfecting that shot of hers.
Amihere active on the glass and finishes in the paint. 8 points, 8 boards for Laeticia Amihere. Each team has a quarter win. Alicia Gray looks to stay atop the leaderboard like she did after week 1 and earns her way back to the line. 5 for 5. We should make mention of this, and we've done our best, folks at home watching, trying to keep an eye on the leaderboard and what you earn points for. Of course, scoring the basketball helps, rebounds, assists, but also what goes under the radar, I think, Ari, is if you draw a shooting foul, you get 4 points. And that's a credit to Odyssey being seasoned at this craft, and the same can be said for Alicia Gray. Heading to the line when we come back. Timeout on the floor. 3rd quarter just underway. Team Gray by 1 and a good one. Third quarter resumes. Brown missed the layup. A successful challenge by Team Sims when we stepped away. The shooting foul wiped off Kelsey Mitchell, the former captain of the Purple squad. Cook steps into one. And rebound Hearn. Second game of our doubleheader. Day 1 of week number 2 of 4 weeks total. Gray way off on the 3. Earlier tonight, we saw Tiffany Mitchell shine in her first appearance as a captain and get the victory over Team Cloud. By the way, wanted to make mention of the MVPs from our last game. Tiffany Mitchell, MVP 1 for the 2nd time in her AU tenure. Maddie Siegrist, first-time MVP with the MVP 2 vote, and Natasha Cloud an MVP again. Now 4th in MVP points with 120.
With Maddie Siegrist, talk about silently killing, right? We always talk about how people are effective and we might not, you know, pay enough attention to them, but Maddie Siegrist really did what she needed to do. She got her shots in various locations and just was really impactful on both ends and just stepped up when she needed to step up. But Team Mitchell really had control of a lot of that game, despite Team Cloud winning 3 quarters straight, but they just came in swinging, and Maddie Siegrist is a big part of the reason why they were able to secure the victory.
Zia Cook, what a nifty move in the lane. By the way, Mitchell and Cloud, teammates with the Orange squad with Alicia Gray. They both flirted with triple doubles. Ray Burrell wanted the foul, answers with points in the paint.
She said, if I'm gonna take all that contact, I want that call, honey.
I gotta get that cadence of how you nailed the honey.
Honey. You gotta go like honey, but not like a honey.
Maybe Saturday.
Honey.
Can't do it today.
We'll do it. We'll work on it.
Off-air practice.
Need to be from North Carolina.
or that. Hearn on the skip pass. Rebound Cook. Gray almost swiped it. Does not give up. Bell slips, tries to stick with it, but Burrell swipes it.
Her leg gave out there, it seemed like.
Thankfully, she's all right. Kalani Brown, the footwork, masterful.
That was kind of a wild pass, but Kalani was able to control it. I'm proud of her for finally being able to get involved and utilize her size to her advantage. Over Team Gray, you see that there's no body like a Kalani body that's on the floor, and so she's really, really playing into that.
All right, we've had 15 lead changes. Oh, and me here, the steal. Break free. You and Janae both said early in the broadcast that Amihir was looking to carve out a bigger role. Had won an MVP over the first 3 games, but has come to play in this first one.
Yeah, and it's all about confidence and knowing your position on the floor and trusting your teammates to put you in the right position, and I see that for her right now, just being able to establish position in the paint, calling for the ball, and then rebounding whenever she needs to, not being afraid of the size of Kalani Brown and saying, hey, I'm here too, I'm a big presence too, and just really thriving in that space.
And looking at their roster construction for the weekend, Ruthie Hebert had a really strong finish to the weekend with about 9 points, 8 boards a game. But after Ruthie, it's Amihir's front court as far as the center and being that anchor inside.
Yeah, I'm really, I know we're talking about the players on the floor right now, but that's why I'm really looking forward to Isabella Harrison getting back healthy. And let me be clear, Isabel. I know I run on. I don't want her thinking I called her Isabella, but just seeing her healthy after the vertigo incident and just having that sleep within her so she can get back to 100%, because she was a killer last season for Athletes Unlimited.
Kalani Brown busy at the line once again now, 3 for 3. Odyssey Sims holds up that left hand. You cannot touch this.
Lucky lefty. Best people are left-handed, am I right?
Hey, you ain't lying.
Hey, shout out to all the lefties. Me and Brendan are both lefties.
Well, I mean, not to mention, like, last week.
Alicia Gray's a lefty as well.
The captains are all
lefty.
lefties.
Everybody's a lefty. Lefty, lefty, lefty.
Maybe not this week. Cloud and Mitchell are both righties, but 3 of the 4 last week were lefties.
Yep.
Kelsey Mitchell, Odyssey Sims,
Something
Alicia
about
Gray.
those lefties, I'm telling you.
Skip pass, nice extra look. Mitchell, no.
I like that, though. Just giving it to Kelsey Mitchell, knowing that she's waiting at the paint for it, and just that extra pass gets a little less clouded and clogged right there.
Team Sims with the rock, second chance, 5 to shoot. Outlet Mitchell with 3, Mitchell with 2. She cut to an open space, but
she was trying to find her best shot, but she didn't realize the shot clock was winding down like that.
it was impressive slithering ability to get out of there.
Slithering!
Repeating the word I said, I'm just kidding. It's just good. 13,
tune up the vocals.
12 to 9, Team Sims. Here in the corner, Ari Chambers, Brendan Glass, Jean, Air Hearn, short ribs the 3.
Hearn said, I don't need no screen, I'm gonna just shoot on there. But you know, gotta respect the confidence.
Oh, Odyssey takes it up a notch. Couldn't hit, numbers coming back here, 5 on 3. Hearn tries to wiggle by and finishes through the contact of Bell.
That was a lot of body that she absorbed, but just being able to look eyes on the basket and finish that was impressive to me.
Air Hearn was quiet in the first half, has 9 points and 5 boards. Exactly midway through the third, Team Sims with the 52-51 lead. That was quite the answer. by Team Gray.
We talked about Air Hearn being the flash, okay? She's the flash. She blows past, tries to get it to the basket without being contested, but absorbs a lot of body. But again, her eyes were locked on that rim, and she said, I'm going to finish this right now.
So Hearn is approaching double figures, had 20 in a game last week, which was a new career high. Let's get a listen to how Air Hearn dials into the action here at Athletes Unlimited in Dallas.
When we go swing step up, look for your flash here. I do want to look for that handoff moment. So like when you swing it, you come, they hit the 5, and then you're coming off. Okay.
Come here, Lonnie. Come here, Lonnie. Lonnie, come here. She better not go under. When in doubt, like you said, screen.
When in doubt, she's going to go under. Set that screen. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have Kalani Brown, who stands at 6'7", to set a screen to open up the three-pointer.
Kalani's going to obstruct the vision anywhere she goes, okay?
I'm glad Air could see over Kalani to still shoot the three. Air Hearn's 5'8", but Air Hearn's got that confidence. Shout out Breon January, who travels to Team Gray as well from last week. She was with Alicia on the Orange squad, but they've got a great dynamic here, and we've had a great game. This is a one-point game in the quarter and a one-point game overall.
You know, it's overall slower game than the first game, but I'm really enjoying the neck-and-neck competition here.
Kirsten Bell, who joined us earlier for a chair chat. Kirsten is staying as locked into this one as she can, still sitting on the 9 points, impacting the game in other ways with 6 boards.
You know, KB is used to being at the top of the leaderboard as well, being very productive on the court. When she gets the ball in her hand, she knows what to do with it. It doesn't matter if it's the top of the key, and this is exactly what Odyssey Sims wanted. She wanted a big who can shoot so she can clear up space for her to drive, and she finds KB, like that Bluetooth connection that we keep mentioning. She knows how her teammate moves, and that's a big part of the chemistry of Athletes Unlimited. Just knowing that the teams switch every week like that, you want to stick with somebody who you can find on the court, and KB and Odyssey have that chemistry and rhythm going.
I can't take my mind off this Bluetooth thing.
I know.
Because, you know, let's be real. Like, sometimes electronics, they malfunction and the Bluetooth ain't operating. So whatever Bluetooth they're doing, I'll take it.
It's strong. I want that connection, okay? But, you know, sometimes it goes out, and, you know, but sometimes you want to turn it off. Anyway.
Both teams haven't missed a free throw. How about that? And they are both, you know, 20 takes overall. Team Gray 11 for 11. (52-52) midway through the third. And keep an eye, even though Bell has not scored in a while, fourth quarter is when she does her best work. Sims turns it over. Hearn ahead of the pack. Gets it to go.
The ability, you see Team Gray go like, and one, just like really, really hyped for her team. They have been able to follow the line in the basketball, where it's going, and seeing how to disrupt that pattern and that path to the next person. So shout out to Team Gray for really keeping an eye on where the ball is every single time.
Odyssey Sims goes airborne and answers. Plus a foul. Air Hearn airborne moments ago.
I was trying to think of like a really crafty way of calling her an air like superhero or something, but I couldn't think of it fast enough, Brendan, but you see that there. And then Odyssey Sims doing Odyssey Sims things by driving and getting to the basket with the finish.
Odyssey Sims now has 24 career 20-point games in her Athletes Unlimited tenure, has been here all 3 years.
I never get tired of watching Odyssey Sims play basketball. I tend to lean toward the players that are gritty and just electrifying, and that's how I would describe her. She never makes me want to look down or away from the game. I always want to keep my eye on her because you never know what's going to happen next.
Full transparency, I had the luxury of meeting Odyssey when she joined the Connecticut Sun a couple of years ago. It was with Dallas. That was the year Connecticut went to the finals and faced the Vegas Aces, but understanding that's a veteran group in Connecticut, I only bring that up because Odyssey was a role player, and we've uncovered a lot of stories here at AU where you find out more about your leadership capabilities and what you bring to a team. I'll be honest, I've never seen this. I've heard the hype about Odyssey, and you can do all your homework on the stats, and then you see it and how she impacts this game, and then the game within the game with the leaderboard.
just witnessing
Open my eyes,
her
big time, no
from
doubt.
Baylor to the WNBA to Athletes Unlimited. It's all three very different ways. And keep in
Yes.
mind, she's a champion. She knows how to win on every level. But, you know, as far as it goes, again, Athletes Unlimited has a way of highlighting unique character traits of each player and bringing out the best in them, or, you know, things that you have to work on. But Odyssey has been able to say, hey, this game is for me and beyond me, and just utilizing the strengths that are hers, which is how to work that ball, how to move that ball, and how to make the ball work for her. She can do that for her teammates too, because she, you know, she, like we talked about her being a mother, making sure everybody eats, but also she's fed too. Don't get it twisted.
Number 1 on the leaderboard for pro basketball all time. And you said it, Baylor, when she got her career started, 3-time All-American. Got it done defensively, was a speech communication major.
She's going to join us on broadcast, huh?
Oh, there are a lot of broadcast journalism, communications majors scattered around the 40 players. So
some of them are on broadcast too.
Yeah, we better be careful.
I know, before our jobs are gone. I just got here.
Odyssey poked it free, and then Mitchell tosses it ahead. Oh, the hustle by
The
Sims.
speed of it all.
We're heading back the other way. Brown, touch pass to Burrell, had a layup but passed it up. Holmes to Hearn. Oh, the unselfishness of Team Gray.
That was a little too selfless. If it were up to me, I would just have finished it, but I like the involvement of the team. Go ahead, Delon.
It allowed Team Sims to reset defensively.
Yeah. You know, when you know you're charging there and it's nothing but you and a couple feet from the basket, that's all you. But I understand wanting the ball movement there.
Kirsten Bell earns a trip to the line, a delayed blocking foul. Got a good one here in the third. A little bit more about Athletes Unlimited Season 3. We have 25 returning players. That means 15 newbies. 31 different schools featured, and you know, you said this earlier, you love the Tennessee's well represented, in South Carolina. No surprise there.
Yeah, I mean, I see South Carolina, I see Baylor, I see Tennessee, I see more Baylor, I see Ohio State. Let me list them all off.
Drop some ACC, come on.
ACC, we had NC State in the last one. Let me see, Destiny, UNC, just rattling them all off, but that was the past game.
Not a single ACC
I know,
representative
ACC
on Team
in my face
Sims.
when I can't even big up it right now.
Well, you got Exler, Louisville, Syracuse.
You know, Emily at Louisville was my favorite thing. I have never seen somebody more passionate. In the Elite Eight, I said, Emily, you have made me a believer if I didn't know.
Oh, Zaya Cook upstairs with the denial. It's going to stay on this side, though, 9 to shoot for Team Gray. Down 4 in the game and down 5 in the quarter. We were knotted at 40 after 20 minutes. It's a 7-0 Team Sims run.
You know, despite the run, the score still has stayed tight this whole time. All those lead changes, just being very, very neck and neck, makes for great basketball.
17 lead changes in the game. Brown.
Her footwork is amazing. I love a post player with post player moves that really isn't afraid to do that footwork.
She's got to be keeping Cheryl Swoops happy, who said all last weekend, keep that ball high in the post. And Ruthie Hebert knows a thing or two about that. The 6'4" forward out of Oregon, signed to a training camp contract with the Minnesota Lynx, joins us for a chair chat. Ruthie, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by.
Good, how are you guys?
We are great. I want to go back quickly to last week. What was it like having your all the TCU's support? You're an assistant coach there in your first year. What was it like to have that camaraderie here at Athletes Unlimited?
I mean, it was amazing. I heard them cheering the whole time, and it was just great that they got to come out and see a game, see an environment. I'm hoping to see some of them, you know, in AU jersey in a couple of years.
You know, you're a coach now, and so you're not in the captain position, but you know a little thing or two about basketball, the X's and O's of it. From this game, what do you see that your team is doing well, and what do you think your team could do better?
I think we got to limit the turnovers. We have a lot of turnovers that we could actually capitalize on, and I think we're playing well. We're playing fast. Odyssey is a captain this week, and she likes to play fast. She likes to get shots up, and I think we're doing really well at that, pushing the ball up the court. Like this play right here. Oh, yeah. Ooh, just like that.
Oh, hey, South Carolina connection.
Zaya Cook to Ami here. Yes, both former Gamecocks. That's good offense right there, Ruthie.
Perfect. Yep, just like we drew up.
61-56. So this is your first year. We mentioned 25 returning players. What's the hardest thing about this so far in just one weekend of experience? It's still a long way to go.
I think the hardest thing is probably just every week. I mean, even every day, it's something new, you know? We're playing with new players every day, every week. We're learning each other, and then right when you learn each other, it's like, okay, on to the next team. We're getting drafted by someone else. So really just, you got to focus on yourself during these 4 weeks. So I think that's the hardest part, but it's also one of the most fun parts.
You know, you're new to this league, but we were talking to Odyssey and KB about their connection. Who do you have a connection with that you... Oh. She said bye.
She's got to...
She said bye. Didn't even see it coming, Brendan. Hey, when you got to go, you got to go.
Oh, yeah, but that's true. It's a mic drop. That's good. When you gotta go,
that's a mic drop right there.
Kelsey Mitchell.
Odyssey's fired up. She said, I saw you, girl. Saw you, girl. It's still dancing. Okay. We get mic drop after mic drop. Period.
This 5 on the floor is as elite as it gets in Athletes Unlimited. Reminder, Kelsey Mitchell was the 32nd pick in the draft. This is the only game she will play in this weekend because of her Olympics commitments.
So let's see what Odyssey and Kelsey can make happen. Let's see what Odyssey and Kelsey can make happen and get her to dance like that again.
We go under a minute here in the third. A 5-point lead for Team Sims. Haley Jones drives. That's her signature move, the scoop. Makes it a 3-point game in the quarter. 10-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Odyssey wisely lets that clock run.
I like the decision to set up something that you actually want, to do something that you do.
Almost blew by her former teammate. Numbers here, Hearn gives it up, but it's chipped out of bounds by Cook. Hearn had the right idea, was looking to go to Holmes for a 3.
A little too much hesitation, and her teammate had outrun that. Sequoia said, oops.
Ruthie Hebert says bye to us again. Now leaves the scores table area.
I mean, she said bye and was out.
Hey, you weren't alone.
I had a game to play.
We got stood up together.
Right, at least we can mourn together. More in our isolation.
A 3 ties the quarter. Hearn with 2, Hearn fires, back iron. 63-60, Team Sims with the lead at the end of 3 and a quarter win for Odyssey Sims and Company. So that means 60 points to each player on Team Sims. They now take the 2-1 edge for quarter wins, and there's Odyssey up there in the thick of it, 4th on the leaderboard. Kirsten Bell making a run at it as well with 11 and 7. We make the turn for home. 4th quarter coming up next. We got a good one here at a Thursday night. Our doubleheader wraps up here in Dallas. Extremely competitive game between Team Gray and Team Sims. We're about to start the fourth quarter, just a 3-point lead overall, 2 quarter wins for Team Sims. Ari, we've had 17 lead changes, and Alicia Gray didn't score in the third. Thankfully, Kalani Brown has stepped it up.
And this is somebody you're going to want to look towards because there is no body bigger than Kalani Brown on the floor. She's a post player that's very mobile. Again, we talked about the mobile post players all today, but she has that footwork about her that can really, really finish in the paint. And I just love seeing her light it up right by the rim. And we're going to look to get the ball in her hands if you want success.
We're keeping our eyes on the leaderboard as we come down to the wire. Alicia Gray is currently in second, Sims in fourth, and still a whole quarter to go. We check in with Janae Sims, who is sitting behind some of the huddles after 3 quarters. What can you tell us, Janae?
Yeah, so Team Gray is really all about getting better on defense this quarter, really taking care of their end on the ball. They want to sit in the gaps, and Coach really emphasized taking good shots this quarter. She said that they've been rushing, taking early shots, and they just need to play their game.
All right, good stuff. And gap control defensively. And I would imagine we saw this, Ari, last week for Alicia, granted with really good players in Natasha Cloud and Tiffany Mitchell. They let their defense fuel their offense. And they've got the personnel to do that with this team.
Yep, absolutely. But I love what Janae said. You want to never have people take you out of the identity that you want to establish for yourself for the game. And so that's a good call out, saying that, hey, we need to return to ourselves and not rush things, even though we do prefer a pace that a little bit more up tempo, just making sure it's the smartest way to go about playing the game that we know how to play.
Odyssey Sims at the line, 10 for 10 from the free throw line tonight. Sims entered week number 2. The league leader in free throws made and attempted, 26 of 31. Hearn on the pull-up. Rebound to Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell out there with Sims, Bell, Hebert, and Taya Cooper. Jones calls out the switch. They have to rotate. What a catch by Odyssey in the corner. And sinks the jumper.
Lucky lefty.
30 for Odyssey Sims.
Not only is she ready to catch those sometimes crazy passes, but she's ready to finish.
6 30-point games for Sims. In her first this weekend, had one last weekend. Wow. And Kelsey defined here.
Yeah, she said, okay, I know that I have a teammate right there in the corner that can pull the trigger and really get it to us, or at least facilitate something that would work for us. But Odyssey said, this is mine, I'm gonna take it. I see Era's a little bit smaller than me, I'm gonna shoot over her, I don't care.
Alicia Gray still scoreless, wanted the call there, talking to the backside official. It's the largest lead for either team.
It's got to be everybody's scheme to stop Alicia Gray, because Alicia Gray is the motor that just keeps on motoring. But they've been able to hold her scoreless this whole half, and so it's a testament to Team Sims' defense.
Kelsey Mitchell checks out, Zaya Cook back in. .832 to go in regulation, 5-0 lead in the quarter for Odyssey Sims and company. Had her streak of 5 consecutive weeks in the gold, halted in the purple jersey. And Ari, I'm curious now, just as a fan like the rest of you at home, does Alicia Gray have another level where she can get back on track?
She can always kick it to another level. They don't call her gold medal Alicia for nothing, okay? She doesn't reach the highest stages for nothing. Alicia Gray, whenever you think that you know her game, she always has that extra edge, extra killer mentality in her. And she doesn't like to lose either. Trust me on that one.
Team Gray now 0 for 5 shooting in the quarter. 7 for 25 in the second half. Cooper tossed it up there, fell to the ground. Emily Engstler, we haven't called her name much outside of rebounding the basketball. Hearn, open look, big shot for Team Gray.
You see the defense has collapsed and leaves Air right open to shoot the shot that she is most comfortable with.
Five-point game, stop and start. Sims trying to tighten that pass into Hebert, but we're gonna head back the other way.
And you see Emily's drawing the attention. Everybody is focused on that, but you have an Air Hearn right in the corner, wide open.
Fouls on Hebert. Alicia Gray, sitting on 21 points, has not scored in the second half. And that is notable. #1 scorer on the leaderboard, but also #1 scorer as far as points per game at 29. She sits on 21. Odyssey Sims with 10 career 30-point games now.
Just when you thought the scoring is gonna slow down, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Because Odyssey always finds different points on the court where she can shoot from, where she can be confident in saying, hey, this is my shot, I'm gonna do it this way. She has her way on the court. It's her game.
Ami here, the next leading scorer with 14 on 7 of 10 shooting, 11 boards. And that's one way to do it for Gray, get to the line, which you tell me, Ari, it feels like for most of the second half she's been hanging on the perimeter and hard to get to her spots.
She's got to get those touches. Got to get to the place she wants to on the court so that she can have the ball in her hands. She's best when she has the ball in her hands, and so just being able to find her like that was a good move, and now we can see if she can score right now. They've been pretty great from the free throw line.
5 for 5 at the stripe.
And there you go.
First points of the second half for Alicia Gray. And a credit to Team Gray and her teammates, the team she built to be within 4.
I'm trying to tell you, after basketball, it's going to be GM Leash. She's good at this, and she knows she's good at it.
2 free throws to put her right on the cusp of passing Tiffany Mitchell, her former teammate in college, but also with the Orange squad in week 1. Sims, fall away, jumper, Odyssey Sims with 32.
It doesn't matter if it's from range. It doesn't matter if it's mid-range. It doesn't matter if it's driving. She's gonna find that shot.
Enxler looks to stick with it. Jones wrestles for that offensive rebound. We get a held ball.
And some giggles. She knew she wanted to hold on to that ball, and it's just the passion that they play with every possession, just getting on top of that ball and saying, no, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. That's why you have that.
70-65, a 2-point lead for Team Sims in the 4th. 7-5 lead. Odyssey Sims has scored all 7 points.
And now a jump ball.
Tap to Enxler. Heaves it back out. Hearn, touch pass, 3-ball, money.
That was textbook movement, textbook movement.
Sequoia Holmes, welcome to the party.
And a little pep talk she has for herself going back down, because, you know, getting that pathway to the basket, just knowing, like, hey, when I'm open, I got you. I got you.
She missed her first 5.
Yeah.
First points of the night. 2-point game, 6 minutes to play. Kirsten Bell tries to stay low. Gray with that left hand blows by her. First field goal of the second half.
Shooting up now.
Well, the cobwebs have been shaken off. We're even at 70. Zaya Cook charges at the rim and drew a foul.
And Alicia Gray, great with the ball in her hands, just looking to score, knowing that she's going to have to take control of her destiny here. She won't be the one to be held scoreless in a half.
Zaya Cook misses the first free throw of the game for either team.
Well,
I mean, 15, that's impressive.
It's hard to stay perfect, but here we are.
31 makes on 31 takes. by both teams. And Cook is an excellent free throw shooter. She's in the low 80s in her rookie campaign with the Los Angeles Sparks. 85% coming in.
And Zaya's one of those ones that she has a lot to learn in the game, and she's willing to work on the things that she needs to work on. And I think Athletes Unlimited is going to be a great opportunity for her to sharpen her skills. And she's one of those ones that didn't necessarily go overseas, but she said, hey, I'm going to show you that I can perform on these big stages off season as well.
Haley Jones threads the needle to Gray, and there's the off-ball action we saw from Gray in week 1 with Cloud and Tiffany Mitchell as her teammates. Sims barrels inside, cleanup crew. Me here with 16 and 12. After Odyssey and Alicia, there's going to be a tough battle here, I think, for MVP 3. Me here, Kalani Brown. Take a pick. Air Hearn.
But I love the posts doing their thing and just showing out. And in a leaderboard that's so guard top heavy, you know, holding it down.
Kalani Brown right on cue, 19 points. Our 20th lead change.
All it needs is to find her. You just need to find her on the court. She can finish. She's capable.
Bell's finger roll off the mark. Jones roaming. Outlet, Gray, 3. 4-point lead for Team Gray in the gold jersey this week in the quarter. Sims got the defense off balance.
That was amazing patience. She waited for Alicia to fall for the shot fake, and then she just went up with it. I love just the general know-how and the knowledge. Just slow that down, take an extra beat, and finish.
This has been a highly competitive game. Hearn pull up. Sims lobs it ahead. Cook catches and one. Odyssey led Zaya Cook beautifully. Odyssey Sims assist number 6. And a 3-point lead for Team Sims. A free throw coming. We've got ourselves a great finish coming here at Fair Park Coliseum. Alicia Gray to the rack, Zaya Cook represent South Carolina. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by the Air National Guard. Thursday night is coming to a close. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Week 2 underway. Keeping close tabs on the leaderboard. And our Week 1 leaders, the 4 captains this week, Gray, Mitchell, Cloud, and Sims, are all up there. And as of right now, with 3:40 to go, they would finish exactly where they are after Sunday. But with Alicia Gray and Odyssey Sims and 3:40, that's plenty of time to turn up here and get back up the leaderboard.
It is. I see Odyssey climbing before the end of the night, absolutely. But one thing about them, they're all consistent.
No question.
They all showed out tonight and proved exactly why they're captains.
Alicia Gray led her team last week to a 3-0 start. Tiffany Mitchell is now 4-0, first-time captain. We bring that up because if Odyssey and company can hold on here, that is going to throw a whole dent into this leaderboard and what it shapes up to be with those 180 win points, and that makes winning the quarter all that much more important.
Every point counts, and winning is so significant here, not only the quarters, but the overall wins. And so just to see how the numbers shift, I know at home it could be hard to follow along, and we're going to do our best to keep you updated on it, but these leaderboard points really matter. Each quarter, each possession, but each win matters.
You're watching tonight on the WNBA app, Bally Sports. Thanks for hanging out. 3-ball, Alicia Gray cuts the deficit to 1.
Full confidence. She knew that they hadn't caught her on the wing yet, and she said, I need this ball right now, and her teammate listened. And you see the result of that. You see the result of a confident shooter.
Can Odyssey answer? Yes!
That wasn't even a question, Brendan. You knew she could answer. She's been answering all night. They have been going back and forth. There is a reason these two are captains.
Both captains have dropped 30-plus, have combined for 6 threes in the game, and 17 of 17 at the free throw line.
We're getting a little bit crafty with it, but that is in her bag. She says she never does something in a game that she has not practiced over and over and over again. So all these fancy tricks that you see Alicia do and have executed, she's practiced them.
Ami here is fed, no whistle. Yes, now there is a whistle. Jones got her. By the way, Odyssey Sims' career high in AU is 38. She's sitting on 37.
When I used to coach, I used to say, this is your court, right? And Odyssey takes that very personally. This is her court. Whenever she has somebody score, you know, on her and on her team, she said, I have an answer for that. Odyssey Sims always has an answer.
Ami here, first trip to the free throw line, 12 of 18 coming in the fourth quarter. Gray has 9, Sims with 12. So the captains, really, they've been superb from the start. And the surrounding cast has filled in the gaps.
This has been consistent in both games. All captains have showed up. But you know what? It's funny because as we watch this and you read the stat lines, you could think that it could be gluttonous, but it's not. They really get all of their teammates involved. Everybody gets the chance to score. It's not just a one-woman show, and that's what I love about it.
You've been asking for more Kalani Brown touches, Ari, and they go into her there.
Exactly, exactly. Kalani Brown, when she has the ball in her hands, when she actually does get the ball, it results in great things. She's just a dominant presence on the court, and she finds it close to the basket. You best believe it's going in.
Brown with 21 points, 8 of 13 shooting, and 5 of 5 at the line. Makes it a one-possession game.
I'm sorry, is she left-handed as well, Brendan? Is that what we saw? Is that what we saw? Did she just shoot left-handed, or am I tripping? It could be a long day.
I think you're right. Quarter is tied 20-20. Sims certainly thought about it, finds Cook flying around the screen and on the attack, everything but the layup.
But that's what I mean. Odyssey looks to get her teammates involved too. It's not just her scoring. She wants to look to get those assists. She wants to look to see her teammates develop confidence and be able to shoot.
This game isn't even over, and Alicia Gray has passed Mitchell for the top spot on the leaderboard. But that could fluctuate if Team Sims holds on for the game win and the quarter win. Holmes stuck in mud, outlet Gray. Her squad down by 3. Alicia Gray with 30 in the game, hangs in the air and finished as the shot clock hits 0.
And that's a lot of poise, knowing that the clock is going down like that, but just wait for your defender to get a little bit out of character, out of position, and so you can finish right there.
Sims drew a foul.
She's gonna have to shake that one off. That was a lot of contact right there. She went down pretty hard, but you know, a testament to how hard she goes to the basket. She drives to finish.
You said that with an air of confidence that she's gonna hop right back up and head to the line.
She all right. She's used to it. She said, I'll take care of my body when I'm not playing, so I can sacrifice it when I'm playing.
She is Athletes Unlimited all-time leader in leaderboard scoring.
Here she goes, that drive, that signature Odyssey Sims drive, not fearing any type of contact, just kind of lost her footing right there, and Earhern just happened to be in the way, but that was a hard fall down, but I'm glad she's okay. They were both able to shake it off, and now she's about to shoot for him.
A captain 7 straight weeks, and 9th time overall, a chance to tie her career high. 38, and she has not missed a free throw. This one to set a new career high in AU for scoring.
At some point, you just have to give the flowers where the flowers are due.
Missed her first free throw of the night. It's a 2-point game. This is the game after Odyssey had a career high 16 assists on Sunday.
And you see Alicia is looking to get her teammates involved. They just got to come to the ball a little faster.
The pressure by Kelsey Mitchell. Handoff Brown with 6. Outlet to Hearn. Have to fire here with 2. Floater in the lane. It comes back out, but an offensive rebound. Back to Hearn for 3. And Team Gray takes the lead. What a sequence. How about Alicia giving it up to Air Hearn, who has 20 points in the game now. 3 players with at least 20 for Team Gray.
They could have opted to reset it in the moment, but Alicia said, no, I got you. And Air, just nice touch. But you see, Alicia looking, saying, hey, nope, Air's on the corner, and I'm gonna finish this right now.
Well, and I think that's a respect for Ami here too, and her size, defending that shot. Ami here at 6'4", that's a pretty good contest. Either way, unselfish, and we go under a minute with Team Gray winning the quarter by 4 and the game by 1. Cook into Ami here. Double team comes. Straight up defense by Haley Jones.
That was a good trap.
Brown.
A good trap. She had nowhere to go.
They don't have to foul if they don't want to.
Do I want chaos today, Brendan? Am I going to call for the OT chant?
12-second differential. 1-point lead, bounce entry, but it's turned over. The last thing you want to do. 15 seconds. Team Sims down by 1. Odyssey with 38, make it 40!
Timeout's going to happen. We're going to want to regroup out of that.
The 5th 40-point game in AU history belongs to Odyssey Sims, a new career high. And a 1-point lead for her team with 9.6 to go.
And another career high tonight, Air Hearn. She's really been doing the things she needs to be doing. And so I love the fact that, you know, she feels confident enough to do the shot there, shoot the shot that she's been working on, for her teammates have really, really gotten her involved like that.
Man, that last possession, though, for Team Gray, that might haunt them if it comes back to bite them. The individuals on the leaderboard, they didn't even get a shot off on that possession, but that's a credit to Odyssey's tenacity and how it rubs off on her teammates. Even the possession before, just crowding Alicia, crowding Hearn. Those were not easy shots that developed at the end.
I think that was one of her methods going into this game, saying have nothing be easy for Team Gray. You know, we're gonna start off with a heavy defensive presence, and we're not gonna let the foot off the gas offensively or defensively, but we're gonna make sure that we don't make it easy. It's like you go in wondering, like, how does an undefeated captain get slowed down? And they were able to do that for a whole quarter, slow her down. But as far as the entire team versus team, Odyssey Sims set a precedent for that.
Let's remind the audience, Odyssey Sims did not score a point in the first quarter. She's dropped 40 in 30 minutes.
It's the resilience, it's the mentality of, hey, if I'm not on right now, I'm gonna end up being on because I'm equipped to do that.
The 23 lead changes as of right now, tied for the most in league history. 9.9 to go. Alicia Gray with 32, but they turn it over on the second straight possession.
Just miscommunication, And Alicia is calling for a foul. Yeah.
Up ahead to Bell. And the foul was given. 4.8 remaining.
You see a little discussion between Alicia and Air in the back. They're gonna call a timeout after these free throws if they can and regroup.
This is only night 1 of week 2.
Geez, I'm already like, back is already a little tense, you know, in these swivel chairs, just trying to keep up with this crazy back and forth. We're in the swivel chairs, but the scores have been swiveling. 23 lead changes, it's crazy.
Did you just tie in the score of the game to the chairs?
Absolutely, and I wish the crowd could see. I'm over here swiveling back and forth. Just like the lead.
This is to put it to 2. Missed the first, misses the second. Timeout, Team Gray. My goodness. Odyssey Sims was 10 for her first 10 from the line.
And Air's kind of beating herself up about that last play, but you know what? I know Alicia's going to tell her to shake it off, and they're going to draw up something. They have the time to get a good shot off, and they're only down by 1. See Alicia Gray over here just taking control and driving to the basket, putting up those points on the board like she knows that she can for her team. She's done excellent tonight on scoring on all parts of the floor and just getting off the shot that she wants. That little hesitation, the patience of it all, just the general basketball IQ. And you see both captains right there. Just elite play throughout the entire night, which is why it's been made for such exciting basketball.
Career high for Odyssey Sims. Just the 5th 40-point game in Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball history. Okay, last 2 possessions for Team Gray. They turned it over. You said a miscommunication. They've got to be crisp here.
They've got to be very crisp, knowing exactly what they want. Nobody just moving AWOL, getting to the ball, and getting a nice little 2. That's exactly what needs to happen.
Into Brown with 2. Brown is fouled and is going to the line.
She gets to shoot for it, but that's exactly what you want. You want her to be down there by the basket, even though it was a little crowded, but getting Kalani where she can shoot over people, and you know she's gonna have that contact on it. They're gonna try to trap her down there.
Kalani Brown is 6 of 6 at the line tonight.
You can't do anything but foul somebody who is taking up that much space.
We are tied at 86.
I want chaos. I'm calling for it, Brendan.
Team Sims does have timeouts, plenty to work with. They carry over from quarter to quarter. This to give Team Team Gray the lead. Kalani Brown is clutch. 8 for 8 from the strike.
Now there is time to get a decent shot. There is time. There's 1.6 seconds. That's a lot longer than people imagine it to be. But you're gonna have to shoot it quickly.
'24 lead changes tonight. That is a new Athletes Unlimited single game record.
And I'm still swiveling, Brendan.
Swiveling like the lead.
Swiveling like the lead.
Had a lot of fun with you tonight. Ari Chambers, Brendan Glasheen, Janae Sims, and Savannah Collins on tonight, breaking down the drafts. Hey, outside of the first quarter of our first game where Team Mitchell was just on a rampage and Tiffany went off, and every quarter has been competitive tonight.
We've talked about the parity going into this. You know, as you get to know the Athletes Unlimited players, you get to know their styles and how they play and what gels. And so the disparity that we had week 1, we weren't going to see in week 2. And these captains know how to draft well so that it's a well-rounded team, and that's what we see. See Simone Augustus just drawing up plays for them, and I think that that's a great trust between the coach/captain and facilitator. Just being able to utilize the facilitators, especially in a stressful situation like this. Because as a player, you want to be mentally locked in. So to have a facilitator to be able to lean on like that is super important.
Team Sims, led by Odyssey this week, teamed up with Augustus for a 3rd straight week. It's side out, so they get to advance the ball 1.6. You only needed 2. Odyssey Sims has made 3 threes. No one else has made more than 1. Kelsey Mitchell to inbound.
You want to disrupt. You want to disrupt.
Sims with 1, leans in, short-rimmed, and Team Gray wins it, 87-86.
Team Gray, something about her. I mean, she has that nice touch as a GM. She has a nice touch as a player. She knows how to finish. I mean, Alicia, you've got to be proud. She is unblemished in this AU. Unblemished.
Her fellow South Carolina product, Tiffany Mitchell, is 4-0. Alicia survives, did not score for a while in the second half, and then scored 11 down the stretch.
But you see, they closed in on her. She just didn't have a clear look to the basket, even though as skilled and as talented as she is. She could have made that shot, but it just wasn't in her favor, just not a clean look. But Odyssey Sims gave everything to her team, to the game today, and she has nothing to hang her head about for. But like, you know what? You have next game you can show up and show out, and I have no doubt in my mind Odyssey will.
Great job, and no more swiveling until Saturday. You can take a day off.
I'm swiveling on Friday.
Right. 2 great games today here at Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. Our final score tonight, Team Gray holds on 87-86 over Team Sims. AU basketball continues Saturday at 3 Eastern as Team Mitchell faces Team Sims. Check out where to watch on the website, auprosports.com. For Ari Chambers, Janae Sims, Savannah Collins, our entire crew, Brendan Glasheen, thanks for watching. Good night from Dallas, Texas.